The conditioning was designed to create men who were physically strong but mentally weak. And the process of taking a very strong, powerful man in that community, getting all of the enslaved people to gather around, tying one leg to a horse and another leg to a horse and whipping both horses, created the impact that the mothers made sure that her sons were mentally weak in order to keep the sons alive. And we are products of that. So there's a whole generational impact on us that is designed to keep us in that way. I love football, I love sports, but the black man is on the sports field. He's not in the boardroom. Hands up if you can tell me how many times America can fit into Africa. Not 10. So if you look at what's America, it will fit into the continent of Africa 2.5 times. But when you look at a map, it shows America this big and it shows Africa this small. There are 54 countries in Africa. So the map that has been created for the world is a lie. Yeah? So everybody is taken in by this map of the world. That's a lie. So racism lies to us. And my aha about this lie was the day I was driving in France. I was driving forever and ever and not getting anywhere. And then I realized this little island actually looks bigger on the map than it actually is. And France looks smaller on the map than it actually is. Right? So that compounds that lie. And it's global. It's about the world. And if you want to see the difference, Peter's map. Find a Peter's map and you'll actually see every country in proportion. And you'll be surprised by that. 54 countries of the most powerful nation on the earth is reduced to one word, Africa. Which has the impact of keeping us small. Mentally, emotionally, culturally. And I can still go to the Caribbean now and have people in the Caribbean talk badly about Africa because that was a conditioning to stop the mind from wanting to go back. And people in the Caribbean thinking here that we're stinking rich and we're just keeping the money from them. So every time we go back, that's all you're giving. Yeah? Because they think we're keeping the money back from them. And I'll tell you this. My mother said to me, you can bring home any woman you like as long as she's not African. I know. Because that is the mental conditioning that Africa was a bad place. Yeah, so they lie to us about our hair, they lie to us about our melanin, they lie to us about our wealth, they lie to us about what we've done, what we've created. Right? So we know about the pyramids, just. But people is trying to squeeze Egypt into the Middle East. Egypt is in Africa. But by removing it out of Africa, we diminish the construct that is Africa. So there's so many things that you have taken on board that isn't true. Because no one is verifying it for you. And the rule of thumb is, if somebody tells you something 6 times, you'll believe it. Even though the first and second and third and fourth time you know it was a lie, by the time it gets to the 6th time, you believe it. So your generation has been fed a bag of lies. and what the television tells them. Haiti is the poorest country it is because of the impact of Haiti fought the enslavement process. The Moors ruled Europe for 800 years. And 800 years is obliterated, and then you go to 1492 and Columbus. The impact of internalized oppression, without it being addressed in some way, means that you are working with young black males predominantly who are impacted by internalized oppression. And part of doing that is creating a low value in the individual. And as parents, unfortunately, we collude with that. What's wrong with you? Yeah, idiot. That child remembers that. And nobody's going to show me that I'm an idiot. So he doesn't seek help. He doesn't ask advice. He doesn't seek direction. So he ends up going, and before you know it, he's got the biggest bling. Yeah? He's put himself a target. We talked to a group of young people, and one of them said to me, I don't believe a word you said. And I said, so why? He says, just look at the watch you're wearing. I have, this watch has a sentimental value because my brother-in-law gave it to me. Before that, he'd given me a Rolex. I didn't even know the value of a Rolex. Somebody stole it in a gym. And I said, somebody stole my watch. And then afterwards, I knew it was a Rolex and what have you, right? And he says, oh, okay, give me this one. Because he was in the Marines, and one of the things he did was went around and bought watches. So somebody was valuing and assessing me based on a watch. I can talk immediately about his low self-esteem. Because you can come in here with all the designer stuff you like, it's all going to go over my head. It means nothing to me. But if you talk to me, I'll see you. I'll connect with you as an individual. Because that's what matters. What's in here matters.
Okay, Royston, we just finished our monthly, what I would call our kind of personal development group discussion with the team at Spark2Life. So really appreciate you coming. How did you find, first and foremost, sharing with the group?
Well, I mean, I think it's a phenomenally important thing that you do, having this time with the team to blend, to gel, to grow together, to have a mutual experience and to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And I found you've got a really good team of people here.
Yeah.
You know, I took to them, I saw that they bring themselves into the whole thing. So the experience with them was easy, it was cathartic, you know, for me as well.
Okay.
You know,
That's good.
Yeah.
I think for us, because we have, you know, we pride ourselves on being a black-led organisation. And it's good leading up to Black History Month to have conversations about Black history specifically from a UK perspective, and hearing from yourself about Windrush and your experiences, and you being very honest and open about that, and how that then pulled out questions from the team. And I think my own personal reflections on it was, you know, really being able to appreciate elders in our community, their experiences, and not losing that. Using it, kind of sounding a bit cheesy. History, his story, which is about your story. And I think your story is significant. It needs to be held, it needs to be captured, it needs to be heard, because it raises significant conversations. And it helps the younger generation as well realise maybe what their parents or grandparents went through when we start talking about coming over from the Caribbean to, as you coined it, to build bloody Britain. So it's very powerful. So I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate you.
No, thank you. I found it really enlightening. The questions that, I can almost see their jaw drop when I said some of the things that no one would tell them.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the interest of racism to tell the target group about themselves.
Yeah.
No. So yeah.
Definitely. Definitely informative.
Yeah.
So if you do get a chance to have Royston, I think he will stir thinking, stir hearts, stir minds, but ultimately help us learn as a people and as a community so that we can be better and live better.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Really appreciate it. Look forward to the next time.
Yay! Yeah, definitely.